Yo, it's Black Quo, the general, or the drunken philosopher. And as you can see, I have been drinking a little bit, but that's not the point. The point is, they say if you are not African or from Africa, you are not necessarily African American. That is a wrong term to use. Well, I disagree with that. And I disagree with that because just because you are not born in Africa does not necessarily make you not African. If my great grandfather uh, was indigenous to China and then he came to America and had children, and then his children had children, as those, and they only had sex with other Asians or Chinese people, are they no longer Chinese? Now they may call themselves American. That is their political, geological place that they live in, but that doesn't make them ethnically and originally American. Because America, at the end of the day, is a mixed race. It's a mixed race of people. It's a mixed culture. So there's no set race. When you fill out an application or you fill out when they ask you what race are you on the test, they specifically ask you, are you Caucasian? Are you Native American? Or they also ask you, are you Mexican, Hispanic, non-white, in parentheses. They ask you that because in 1972, the Mexicans or the Hispanics or the Latinos and Latinas picketed against being treated like how blacks were. So they didn't have the same scrutiny that the Africans were. Let me let you know something, Mexicans. Let me let you know something, Latinas. All you are Spanish-speaking blacks. There's no difference other than that. And Africans were here before Europeans came here, and Africans were here in not just in America. They was here in South America and North America. They were called the Mayans. They were called the Aborigines. So understand that and understand that and overstand that fact. So, and they say like only way you could be African. Do you practice African culture? Do you have African spirituality? Well, just because I don't know my African culture or practice it doesn't mean I don't have the ability to. A white person or a European or a Caucasoid, as I call them, can practice the same thing. Doesn't make them African. So, just because you don't call on your African ancestors or practice African spirituality does not necessarily make you one or the other. Only an African can do that. And you can't just be 14% African, 13. You have to have the majority. You have to, your melanin has to be an example. Or you can be albino. That's kind of how we got white people anyway. What else was going on? Oh, wait. I must take a sip. A little parched. Yeah. So, in the answer of people who do not claim that they are African American, truth is, you are African, and your geopolitical place is America. The problem is you haven't embraced your African spirituality. You haven't embraced your African culture. You haven't embraced your African mind. You have been under the auspices of Europsychology, and that's not your fault. But you got to escape that matrix, and that's the matrix. Ashe, Otep, this is Black Quo, and I'm out.